Hi again folks, how you all doing? This is going to be a bit of a two-in-one video. I'm going to give you a bit of a layout update. I haven't done very much to it, but I'll show you where I am with it at the moment and what I've got planned for the immediate future. And I'll show you what I picked up at the Perth Model Railway Exhibition on Saturday there. One or two wee things. So first of all, the layout, where am I at with it? So you may have noticed in my last video that this section here has been removed. I've taken it through to my studio room just to make it easier to work on. Let's go and have a look at it. I wish I could say I've done an awful lot to it, but I haven't really. I've put gardens in for these two houses. Got them all fenced off, got some trees, driveways, a wee shed, footpaths and things. Still a lot more to do to it. I've picked up some stuff at the Perth exhibition that I'll show you in a minute that'll be going in here. I'm just about to start doing the gardens for these two houses, and then I'll move on to that house and the wee farmhouse and the farm shop. I've put this dry stone dike in, managed to pick this up off eBay. So it just comes in sections like that, straight sections, curved sections, corners. I think it's the best walling, I think, for my purposes anyway, the best dry stone dike. But it can be quite expensive, but yeah, I got a good deal on that. So far, this has all been glued in place. I'm just going along it, hiding the bottom of it and hiding all the little joins. So lots of foliage and bushes and stuff going along it. I like how there's little broken sections as well, like that. Once I get this back onto the layout, I'll probably continue the walling on. Or I might go up the join just to hide the join a bit. So it might go off that way and up that way. I was thinking about putting footpaths in either side of the road, but well, right about me there's a lot of villages that are like this. They don't have footpaths. So I decided just to go down that route. An awful lot easier. Footpaths are actually quite tricky. But yeah, an awful lot to do to this. Got to get lots of trees in. The gardens in these three houses here. I want to put a little trackway leading from the road up to the farmhouse there, and a parking area in front of the farm shop, and lots of trees along the back. So this section is going to stay here for a wee bit longer yet, because I've got lots to do, but we'll get it back onto the layout soon. Haven't started building the car park yet. It is going to go kind of in here. And I'll remove the track from about there, take those tracks away. I might leave this wee bit in because I'm going to have a little cafe, oblique gift shop in here. So this is the building I've chosen for my cafe, oblique gift shop. It's the Hornby Scaledale St Mary's Chapel building. It didn't look much like a chapel to me, and it certainly doesn't now that I've knocked the little cross off to make it look even less like a chapel. I chose this because it's just the right size. It looks like some kind of, it does kind of look like it might be a repurposed industrial building of some sort. And yeah, I just thought it'll fit in there fine. I've stuck a wee door on this wee bit at the back here. I can get tables and chairs, and I might, hang on a second, and I might have a coach part with steps going up to it. That could be part of the cafe as well. Not sure about that, we'll see. But I'm certainly going to have tables and chairs. I say it'll be fenced off and be tables and chairs and stuff. So that's the plan. I do have a name for it. I'm not going to reveal it yet, but the cafe does have a name. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works out. And it'll be right next to the car park that I'm going to put in here. I did look at a number of different buildings like engine sheds and water towers and other things, but yeah, they were all really too big or not really suitable. And then I saw this and I thought, you know what, that's just the right size. It looks like it might have been, I don't know, some kind of old shed or something, and it's been converted into a cafe, or it will be. Some of the Scaledale stuff by Hornby is actually very good, I think. Nicely detailed, ready painted, and it doesn't require any construction, so perfect. Buy it, plonk it in, job done. I'll, as I say, I've taken the cross off to make it look less like a chapel, and I'm going to get some signage and tables and chairs and stuff, so it'll look like a wee cafe. That's the plan anyway. So that's where I am with the layout. I'm going to continue working on the houses up in this section here in my studio, and then we'll get it back in, and then we'll start work on the cafe. So I was at the Perth Model Railway Exhibition on Saturday there. Yeah, much smaller show than previous years, but still a very good show. I've always enjoyed the Perth one, and this was no exception. Even though there was less there, it was still a good show, and lots of people came up to say hello, which was fun. But what did I get? Let's have a look. So for the layout, I've got some picnic tables. These will go round about the cafe actually, so they'll get used fairly soon. I've got some planted barrels. These will probably go in the gardens for the houses that I'm working on, and also got some flowers to go in the gardens, and these greenhouses, which I thought were really nice. They weren't cheap, mind you, but yeah, they look really good, so they'll get used in a couple of the gardens of the houses. And I picked up some classic cars, a little MGB, a wee Roadster, an Austin 7, and an MG Midget. I like my classic cars. I don't have one. I'd love to have a classic car, but I don't have a garage, and I think my days of crawling about underneath cars are over, so it's not likely to happen. But yeah, I do love old classic cars. Something else I picked up were these Bachmann platform shelters. I've looked at these many times because I thought this platform needed some kind of shelter. But it's a very narrow platform, so most of the shelters that are available were too big. But I saw these and thought, well, okay, they're more modern, but that's fine because, you know, my railway is a heritage railway and a working railway, so yeah, I think they'll be okay, I think. Let me know what you think. Actually, maybe that one could go on that platform there. I don't know, I'll have a think. But what you really want to know is, did I get any locomotives? Well, surprise, surprise, I picked up a Lima 37. I was kind of after one in BR green because I don't have a 37 in BR green, and I saw this one going for 50 quid, so I thought, yep, we'll have that. And I finally got myself a Lima 117 two-car DMU. Been after one of these for a long time, but I never saw one boxed. I've seen a few loose exhibitions, and they were never in that great condition. But this was going for £35, and it seems to be in pretty good nick. It's been fitted with KD couplings, but I'll be putting magnetics on it. So yeah, there we go. A Lima 117 and a Lima 37. I'm not going to look at these today. I've got CD motors on order for them, but I'll do some sort of video on these. We'll get them out the boxes, we'll have a look at them, we'll do the CD motor conversion, and we'll do a wee running session with them. So there we go, that's what I picked up at Perth. As I say, I'll do a separate video on the 117 and the 37, and as soon as I get more done to the layout, I will bring you up to date. Okay folks, no running session today, I've got too much to do. I'll catch you later though.